So yeah, I think you have two options with getting team photos. One, you can have a nice consistent set of pictures of everybody on your team, or two, you can pull together a bunch of stuff from everybody and put that together on your website, or you can have no photos. Let's talk about option one, no photos. I think that potentially makes you look a little bit faceless. People can't make a connection with who you are. You know, you need to show the number of people in your team, how professional they look and what they look like, and give a general overall cohesive feeling to your website and your company by having pictures of your people. I think it looks a bit unusual not to have pictures of people, especially if you're a services business where you're dealing with people. I guess let's talk about the other option then, which is to just bring together a mishmash of photos. So you could use photos from people's phones, you could use photos from other people's companies, you could have a range of different pictures from various sources. I think that gives you a couple of problems. One is who owns those images. I mean, if those images were taken by another company, that company probably owns the copyright to that photo, or the other photographer does. And it also, presenting a mishmash of different pictures on your website probably, just makes you look like you don't really care enough about what you look like. It's a bit of a clash of styles of different types of photos. You've got this lovely website, but then you've got lots of very random looking photos, some badly lit, some not. Also, you've got the impact on the people whose pictures are on the website. So, they're having to spend time pulling pictures off the phone. They don't like a lot of the photos. They don't know which one to show. Other people's may look better than theirs. Some people have got a really nice one. They've not. Also, they have to spend time, use their own time to find those photos. And they potentially don't feel very invested in because you're not bothering to get a proper photo taken. They're having to do it all themselves. As an employee, they want to feel valued. So I think one of the main benefits of getting proper photos taken by a photographer, by any photographer, or investing in that time and that process in your people is that they realize that you care enough about them to make them look the best on their website. They know that you're thinking about them, that you want them to look really good, that their website looks good. They also have this process to go through where they get the session booked in the day before. They can prepare for it. You can tell them how they should look, how the process is going to be, and that the photographer is going to work with that person to get the best possible photo. So they your staff feel that, they're being invested in. They understand how the process is going to be. They know they're going to look similar to everybody else in the picture. They're not going to stand out in a good way or a bad way. Everyone's going to be treated equally and everybody's going to look equally as good on the website. The other side of things is, well, your website and your LinkedIn profile and your social media channels and your presentations and all of that sort of stuff also looks way better because everybody has a similar visual look in the pictures. All of your team match how you want your company to be identified. You may want to look very serious. You may want to look more fun. You may decide to go for a black and white look or a more colorful kind of look, but you can define that with the photographer. The key thing is that everybody on your website has a really nice high quality photo. It all matches. People go onto your About You page. They see everybody looking the same. They feel like you're just a more professional organization because all of the people pictures on your site have got a visual consistency. And if all of your people that work for you also feel like they're part of that and that they have been invested in and you want them to look their best on your website. I mean, people, they're a bit nervous about having their picture taken or their picture being shown on the internet. It lives with them for a long time. So if you're going to do it and you want them to be represented by your company, that person, think about how it's quite an important thing for your team and for your company to all be looking good and consistent and the best on the website. The process of getting the shots taken is not actually that complicated or difficult. It probably is just 5 to 10 minutes of that person's time in their working day, which is probably less than they would spend scratching around on that phone trying to find a picture. So, that little bit of investment of time from you in them is quite small. Yeah, they may invest their time up front to look ready, but at least they've got the opportunity to do that. But their time on the day is quite short and the output is really good. And your website and your people are both going to be much happier for having a good, consistent set of photos of your people on it.